Faida is the mother of a young man who is wanted by Israel and says she's being harassed, threatened and violently pressured by the Israeli military to surrender her son.
I spent 9 days in prison. They told me to give up my son, or they will come back and take me and bomb my house. After I left prison, they were calling us around the clock. I was so stressed because they threatened to kill my son. They also came back, ransacked the house and threatened to arrest my daughter.
Her husband says he's also being treated like a criminal and has been imprisoned twice in 2 months.
Look at this picture. They bound my hands, put a blindfold on me. They threw me onto my face into a jeep where they beat and kicked me. I asked, what did I do? They told me my son is wanted and they want him to surrender.
A Palestinian prisoner rights group says this is a form of collective punishment that's illegal under international human rights law.
Since October 7th, this policy of arresting family members of wanted people is happening more frequently, and we're especially seeing the women, wives and mothers being used. There are hundreds of people now being used as captives to put pressure on family members to hand themselves in.
Since Israel's war on Gaza, more than 6,000 people have been arrested and placed in administrative detention in the occupied West Bank, often in Israeli prisons without any formal charges or trial. Just 5 minutes from Tubas, we're here in Talmud, where more families are facing the same. They're among dozens across the occupied West Bank who have been arrested, interrogated and put into prison to give information on family members. And to add to the pressure here, they say they have to endure almost nightly raids and drones continuously circling overhead. In Talmud, Mohammed Asharat says his brother is wanted by the Israeli army for questioning. He shows me where the army broke into his house at night, smashing in the metal door.
They asked about my brother. I told them I don't know where he is. Then they started beating me. They didn't find him, so they destroyed the door and entered my house and took me instead. They interrogated me for 8 hours in an open area.
He says the recent break-in has caused one of his children to constantly shake. And like so many across the occupied West Bank, he says these arrests are another form of oppression that's continued for generations. Laura Khan, Al Jazeera, occupied West Bank.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.